Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on March 2, 2023. Wexford General Hospital, 29 patients to stay after fire. BBC, Wexford Hospital evacuation to take up to 24 hours. RTEIE, Wexford General Hospital, management hopeful outpatient services back by start of next week. The Irish Times, fire at Wexford General Hospital, biggest evacuation in the history of the health service underway with over 100 ambulances involved. Independent.IE, technical assessment due on damage at Wexford Hospital. UN urged to intervene over destruction of US abortion rights. The Guardian, human rights groups urge UN to protect abortion rights in the US. Isn't she amazing? Biden leads laughter at Marjorie Taylor Greene after false fentanyl claims. The Independent, Biden mocks Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. Isn't she amazing? The Hill, Marjorie Taylor Greene falsely claims Biden was responsible for fentanyl deaths that occurred under Trump. The Independent, Biden says Marjorie Taylor Greene is helping Democrats recruit GOP support. Kherson torture centers were planned by Russian state, say lawyers. The Guardian, prisoners electrocuted and waterboarded in Kherson torture chambers, says British lawyer. iNews, Ukraine S. Kyiv denies attacks on Russian civilians. USA Today, torture chambers in Ukraine's Kherson financed by Russian state, report. NDTV, at least 20 torture centers in Kherson were directly financed by the Kremlin, international lawyers say in a new report. I'm 22 but my daughter is 13, you do the math, couple go viral for perfect family. Never seen anything like it, fisherman's video captures shark feeding frenzy. The Guardian, shark feeding frenzy off Louisiana coast catches fisherman by surprise. CBS News, video, sharks in feeding frenzy surround fishing boat near Louisiana. Business Insider, video shows shark feeding frenzy off Louisiana coast. Bankers on trial in Zurich accused of aiding man known as Putin's wallet. The Guardian, Swiss prosecutors charge 4 bankers with helping to hide Vladimir Putin's millions. Financial Times, a case in Switzerland may unravel how Russian President Vladimir Putin hides his enormous assets. Fortune, Gazprom Bank Swiss chief charged over cash ties to Putin cellist. Bloomberg, Swiss bank employees indicted in connection to Russia president's vast fortunes. Video of baby being forced to vape sparks backlash in Australia. The Independent, you ain't perfect, mum hits back after shock baby vape video. Courier Mail, sickening moment baby sucks on vape. India G20, bitter divisions over Ukraine war talks. BBC, India urges G20 ministers to look beyond East-West crisis. The Independent, G20 foreign ministers meet in India under shadow of Ukraine war. Voice of America, VOA News, G20 fails to agree on Ukraine statement as Blinken and Lavrov meet briefly. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Lavrov to tell G20 world is on brink of disaster, and rip into US at Delhi gathering. Dining across the divide, I came out thinking, who am I to question his traditions? Little Mermaid in Denmark vandalized with colors of Russian flag. The Guardian, vandals paint Russian flag onto the Little Mermaid statue in Denmark. ITV News. ITV News, Little Mermaid statue defaced with Russian flag. Politico Europe, a vandalized Little Mermaid and a snowy Hollywood sign, Thursday's best photos. The Guardian, Russian flag painted on base of Denmark's Little Mermaid statue. Bakhmut burning, fires everywhere as Russians close in on city's capture. The Guardian, Russia-Ukraine war, list of key events, day 372. Al Jazeera English, military may pull back from Bakhmut, Ukrainian official says. The Independent, muddy conditions could give Ukraine advantage in battle for Bakhmut. Evening Standard, Ukraine clings on in Bakhmut despite relentless Russian attacks. LGBTQ rights, Japan PM under fire for same-sex marriage remarks. Egypt, hidden corridor in Great Pyramid of Giza seen for first time. BBC, Egypt reveals discovery of hidden chamber inside Great Pyramid. The Independent, scientists reveal hidden corridor in Great Pyramid of Giza. Reuters, Egypt unveils newly discovered chamber inside Great Pyramid. Russia blames Ukrainian terrorists after reports of fighting near Ukraine border. The Guardian, Putin accuses Ukraine of border terrorist act in Russian village. BBC, Ukraine calls out provocation, as Moscow says forces are battling Ukrainian saboteurs who crossed border. The Independent, Ukrainian saboteurs are fighting on our soil, claims Russia. The Times, Russia accuses Ukraine of cross-border attack in Bryansk. Bolivian man survives 31 days in Amazon jungle by eating insects and drinking own urine. Sky News, Amazon jungle, man survives 31 days by eating worms. BBC, man lost in Amazon for a month says he ate worms and drank own urine to survive. The Guardian, man survived 31 days in Amazon jungle by eating worms. The Independent, ate worms, drank urine. Man tells a tale of survival in Amazon forest for 31 days. Blinken and Lavrov meet for first time since Ukraine war. BBC, Russia-Ukraine war news, latest, Blinken meets Lavrov for first time since invasion. The Independent, Antony Blinken meets Sergei Lavrov for first time since start of Ukraine war. Financial Times, Blinken, Lavrov talk at G20 meeting as US-Russia tensions soar. Al Jazeera English, Antony Blinken meets Sergei Lavrov face-to-face for first time since Russia invaded Ukraine. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.